treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just throw my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving their soul the chill. My jury their soul is still. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Murray. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is Harris. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Breeze. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space. and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Watch 41, watch 41. Mike 5.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rush in.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You kill.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He's coming. We're good.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Tackles.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Got it. 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Who that?
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Harris now to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Hey, easy. Sammy. Hey, exit. Here we go.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick 6. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Ready, 5-8.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
11.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Murray now to throw. He's going to wind up and air it into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Kamara trying the right side. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
On the ground, Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Easy. Even. 4 down. Even.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second and 11 now. Murray on the screen. This is Eckler. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
They'll run for it with Eckler. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
And the Colts first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10.
Check back. Like 12. Like 12. 11.
Breeze now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Thomas has got it. Complete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Here we go. 15 on it. Here we go. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get it.
On 3rd down, Murray. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Check. I got you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray escaping the pressure right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
That's it, baby. We go home.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Hey. Ready, tackle.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line.
Ready.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On the ground, this is Kamara. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
They come out here in the I. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. At 25, go. We'll go 25 to Mike. It's been a long day for you. Kill. Yeah, Jay. Some backfield.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. The Super Bowl 44 will always link these two teams together, the Colts and the Saints. That was a game that the Saints would win. If you remember, Sean Payton dialed up that onside kick to start the second half. Tracy Porter would eventually seal the victory for the Saints with a pick 6 of 74 yards. And the Manning family so heavily involved. You think about Archie leading the Saints for 11 seasons, the Manning family being from the New Orleans area, and then Peyton being the quarterback of the Colts in that defeat to the Saints.
Here we go, here we go. Motion.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. The Sanders has got it. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Complete to Emmanuel Sanders. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Ready? Y'all are waiting? Shoot, kill! Walk, keep it up!
The busy night continues for Kamara. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready?
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill!
On play action. Now Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Now Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. On 2nd and 7, Brees, and brought in by the tight end Cook. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brees now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. 280. Switch up. 5-9.
They run it again with Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here we go with Kamara. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here is Eckler, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it. as we come up on a big third down. They run again with Hines. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on fourth and about a foot? They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Yeah, they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On the ground, it's Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And an alley to run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders from the right hash. This from 33. Sanders' kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Mike, ready? 5-9. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? me something. You're good, you're good. I'm full, ready. Hey, Haywood.
To throw is Breeze. And he finds Cook. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 0-2.
Now Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Hey, easy. Check. Hey, Steve 6.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
I'm going to run you over.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 2-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Colts, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.